Hello, my name's Sarita and I'm speaking to you today from Soulhenge, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. Now, what I wanted to share with you today was my feelings on feelings and why it's really, really important to allow your feelings to flow through you. So in other words, to feel what you're feeling without judgment and allow it to move through you as the energy that it is. And I wanted to have this conversation with you because basically, all dis-ease is stuck emotions or stuck mental patterns. It's stuck energy, basically. It's energy that hasn't been allowed to be expressed. So it's energy that's been repressed and pushed inside of us. And basically, what you are is energy in motion. That's what humans are. You're 96 or 97% energy. And so it's absolutely imperative to keep yourself in a state of flow energetically. And one of the most important things that we need to keep in a state of flow is emotions. And I think what happens on this sort of journey of evolution, if you're watching this channel, I think what happens to a lot of us who are trying to ascend in our awareness and waken up to the truth of who we are, is that we have this idea that we should be feeling all love and light and gratitude and joy and all of those things. And that's true. We should be feeling those things, but we should also be feeling all of the other feelings that come part and parcel of being a human as well. So we should be feeling sadness, anger, annoyance, jealousy, all of the plethora of negative emotions that there are. Because what happens is when you try and suppress a negative emotion, thinking that you shouldn't feel that, you are actually in resistance because you are denying an aspect of yourself. So you're denying a whole thing about yourself, about how you feel, and what you're doing is that you're pushing it down and suppressing it. And we have this thing in our society where we're not really supposed to express our negative emotions. And I understand that. Obviously, it's unpleasant to be in the company of anyone who is feeling angry or depressed or jealous or all of those kind of things. But the thing is that's because as a species, we have not been taught how to express our emotions in a conscious manner. We've not been taught how to take responsibility for our emotions. Really, what's happened is we've been conditioned to think that we're victims, and we tend to blame other people for how we are feeling. No one can make you feel anything except yourself. And when you begin to realize this, then you're in the process of taking responsibility for your own feelings and your own thoughts, and then for your own reality. So what I feel like we really need to do is to be able to consciously express how we feel in a calm, responsible manner with the person who we are co-creating that moment with. And if we don't have a person to co-create that moment with, express it with ourselves. And this has been a really hard lesson for me because I was one of those kids who wanted to be a good girl. I wanted to do everything properly. I never wanted to upset anybody. And I was very quiet. And if I ever felt any negative emotions, I would stuff them down. If somebody hurt my feelings, I was very sensitive. I would just swallow it, and go cry by myself or something, or hide or pretend that I wasn't feeling awful. And what happened, is I swallowed these feelings down. Eventually I got really, critically ill. I had suppressed so many feelings inside my body that the energy within my body literally became blocked and it wouldn't flow. And if you want to stay in good health, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, you need to be in a state of flow. And so what I'm doing now is I'm getting really brave. And when I'm in a situation, co-creating situation with somebody, and they say something and that hurts my feelings, or they do something and I feel hurt, I take responsibility for my own pain. And now what I do is I say, I feel really hurt by that, or that makes me feel sad. I don't say, you're making me feel sad, or you're making me feel angry. It's your fault that I feel like that. So I don't say that. I say, I feel like this. And what's extraordinary is when you own your own feelings, even if they're negative, you accept those feelings, and then you feel more whole, because it's an act, it's a total act of self-love. And the thing is that we incarnated into this third, fourth, fifth dimensional reality so that we could feel the dualistic nature of what it is to be a human being. And you know, it's one of those things. We only understand happiness because we feel sadness. You know, we only understand joy because we've been through anger. We decided that we wanted to experience the full range of emotions, and the end game is to accept all of that within us. So accept our shadow side and our light side. And when you accept it, what happens is you come into this awareness that everything is polarity. You are a whole being, and every aspect of yourself deserves recognition. And when you can really love all of the awful bits about yourself, and when you can forgive all of the awful bits about yourself, what happens is you begin to love and forgive and accept all of the awful bits about everybody else. And so we all start coming into harmony and balance. So that's what I really wanted to say to you. Express your emotions, express how you feel as much as you can in a responsible way. And obviously, if this is a new thing for you and you're experiencing something really tricky, like rage, for example, practice taking responsibility for that and expressing it on your own to begin with, and see where you go with that. And as you become more and more practiced, then you may be able to express it in a co-creative moment with someone else. And then, you know, what happens with that is that as you take responsibility for all of your thoughts and feelings begin to change. You come into love and self-acceptance. And then what happens in your manifested reality is scenarios that tend to trigger you less, because you've accepted those aspects of yourself, and everything that's coming into your reality is a vibrational match to how you think and feel. So if you're in a mode of self-love and self-acceptance, then the people and situations that come into your life are in the same mode of love and self-acceptance, and your life just gets more and more dreamy. So there you go. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that made sense. And if you like this video, please like it. And if you'd like to see more videos, then please just subscribe. Thank you.